Hey, hi, hello, how are ya? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Mark. How you getting on today? Now, if you're wondering what's in this shulker, let me show you. It's pretty much what I mentioned last time. This is the beginning ingredients of the secret project. Now, it's not actually a secret project. There's nothing hidden about it. There's nothing sneaky about it. I just like to drum up a little bit of drama for the channel, and then you'll know more in the future. It's also mainly because we don't actually know when we're going to be doing it, so instead of being like, oh yeah, this is the project we're doing, and then you're like, you know, checking your watch, when's it going to be? I'm taking the pressure off. So let's put this on, and let's go drop it off at their base, shall we? Also, just before we go, for killing the withers, there isn't actually much point in showing you guys me killing all 12 of them. That's just kind of boring and repetitive. So there might be a very small montage of just 12 withers dying. So we'll get to that when we get to that. But for now, let's go visiting, shall we? So I'll tell you what, at first, when you come in on the portal, you don't really see much. Then you see a couple farms, and then you see a couple llamas in a hole. But then you see this, and then you come to the realization that you think someone's built IKEA on the server. And honestly, I would be completely okay with that. Now, I have already been inside. I have already left the shulker, and hopefully no one comes around and seals it. So this is phase 1. It has been completed. Now over to you, my guy. Basically, that's all we're here for. I can see IKEA. There doesn't seem to be anything else crazy here for us to look around, so I'll see you back at the base. We have quite a lot to do today. And just before we do travel home, I do have a little bit of business to do in the district here. Who's been bleeding in my shop? A sentence I didn't think that I would have to say at any given point. Basically, yesterday when I said, oh, someone's been buying the cactus, was it screen time for the parkour map? No, I'm just illiterate. It was AT. He literally left a sign in the episode. You can see the sign. I just didn't read it at the time. There's blood outside. Who's been bleeding on my property? Anyway, that sign was there. You can see it in the recording. I just am an idiot. One day someone will buy kelp. So I'm not entirely sure what's actually happening here. I've just been told to go to the mouth of the waterfall. I haven't been recording because nothing's been happening. I didn't think anything of actual essence was going to happen. And then I've just come into the bottom of the waterfall, and for some reason, At has given me 2 blocks of diamond. Before we do anything else, I think it's probably time we kill the wither again. You're just going to see it die 12 times. That's number 1. And that is 2. Okay, and that is number 3. He gave me a little love tap there. Oh, and he found me some diamonds. How very nice of him. All right, and there we have number 4. And that is number 5. There's so many silverfish. I guess it's quite good for wither roses, though. And here we have number 6. Ow. Shall we go pick it up before I actually forget? Thank you. 16 wither roses. And here we have number 7. And more wither roses. And there goes wither number 8. Now, honestly, who needs a cave update when you can just go mining with withers? That was wither number 9 dying. I may or may not have forgotten to record it. That's a whoops on my behalf. And there we have number 10 ceasing to be alive. Around here is wild. Number 11 and the penultimate wither is down, and I'm being attacked by slime. And there goes Mr. Number 12. Mr. Number 12. There goes number 12. That's wither number 12. That's the last one I had to do. He exposed way more silverfish than I thought he had any right to. Try and get rid of them very quickly and we can wrap up. They don't even drop anything. They're just annoying. I'll see you back at the base. All right, so let's have a look to see what we actually came away with there. Some diamonds, slime, 47 wither roses. That's quite nice. Bit of redstone. Nothing too spectacular. 17 emeralds. It's kind of cool. It's kind of all right. It's not really that important. What is important is all these lovely nether stars. But you know what's even better than nether stars? The beacons you make with them. So here we have just a delightful stack of beacons. Now, I'll tell you what, actually. I'm going to reconfigure them because I think we just found the thumbnail. But now, I need to work out what... Let's not play any stupid games, shall we? There's someone threatening me. Anyway, now we need to just work out what we need to do with the actual beacons. But don't you worry, I already have some pretty crazy ideas. Okay, so just a very short interluding clip here. So very much like yesterday, I'm just not recording. I'm just standing around. I'm getting ready to just come up with ideas. And then Rhodium just, I don't know, he just appeared and he was flying around. Then I came over here and I'm currently not wearing my shoes. And he then just comes down the staircase, crouches a few times, and then just throws 8 diamonds at me. Why are people throwing diamonds at me like it's going out of style? That'll do. So next up, I am going to, right, at some point we are going to finish the trident. All right, stop asking me. Don't stop asking me, because if you don't keep on me, then it won't get done. So right now, we're just going to do a little menial task that still needs done, but I can do it quite quickly. Does that sound good? Because I think that sounds great. There are 2 different ideas in my head, and I currently don't know which one is better. They are two very, very, very similar ideas, so I think I'll probably try both of them and we'll see which one we like more. Side note, now that it's not raining, that trident is going to look pretty class there, I'll be honest. For the beacons, I want to find the middle point of all these little curves. There is definitely an actual term for that. I want to find the middle of each quarter of the circumference. I don't know if that makes sense. I currently have a mouthful of tomato soup. So once I found the middle, either the beacon will come up out of the ground just in front of the middle block, or we replace the blue glass of the middle block, have the beacon under it, and then the light will shine up all the way through. And then one column of the ring on each side will be the red, purple, light blue, pink. I think I explained that absolutely horrifically. However, there is no however. I just suck at explaining things because I somehow confuse myself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save you the counting, and I'm just going to come back once I've found it. Now, once again, does that sound good? Because I think that sounds great. So that is actually beginning to look pretty spectacular. And, well, this comment right here tells me that I should have a ring around here. And I'll be honest, yeah, I think I want that as well. I don't know if we'll do it this episode. I think it would be a perfect addition to here. Now, I know that that was completely just out of the blue, but it just happened to be on my mind. So I did just say that I am going to find the middle point of these. It is in between these straight bits here, and it is right in the middle, which means the idea that I was talking of, who is stealing blocks from my bit? It doesn't matter. So the idea of having one pane of glass being the actual color isn't going to work, because there isn't actually a middle block. Although technically, I guess we could do like that one and that one. That could look kind of cool, but I'm not really sure. That might be something that we work with. So basically, there's going to be a beacon there. It's going to shine up there. As you can see, I have it marked on all four corners. The only reason I haven't actually put them in yet is because one of the quirky things I was thinking of when I made this base, all the different heights of the actual landscape was a really cool and unique idea. It'll give me a lot to build with. It'll give me a lot of ideas to do. In reality, it's making building just an absolute nightmare. So the one behind me, and as well as this one behind me now, they can go in easy as you like. That one isn't exactly tough, but it's also just not exactly great. It's kind of annoying. And then that one over there is just going to be a straight up nightmare. So that is the only reason they haven't been done now, but we do have the markings of them that can be ticked off the list. Now you're going to absolutely hate me, because technically next should absolutely be me moving on to the trident. It's a bit dark here. However, it's late and I'm tired, so I'm going to stop recording. But I do have a little bit of time left, so I'm going to build a little some, just a little bit of uselessness. Why do I just unsell my builds like that? What do you mean, like a little bit of useless? Shut up, man. I'm going to build something hopefully quite cool. Maybe. It's up for debate. Basically, I'm going to build a pedestal for a beacon by my house. That's about it. Instead of just having the beacon under the ground, it'll rain above everyone. It should hopefully look kind of cool. Then around it, we can decorate it. We can make it look kind of, you know what I mean? So I'm going to get to that, and well, we'll see you when I see you. I've got a blueprint in my mind. It looks really cool. Don't get me wrong. However, I'm doing the math on it. I thought it was a really easy idea to do, and it'll fit in nicely. I think I was kind of wrong. It's pretty big. As in, the base of it is an 18 by 18 square. Basically, if you're familiar with my single player world, I've got a little temple. If you're not familiar with it, well, that's your fault. Go back and watch the world tour. I want to build something similar to that, like an Aztec build, and then have that leading up to the fully stacked beacon. Now, the radius of a beacon, obviously, is 100 by 100. So I'm thinking possibly terraform here a little bit, have it here, and then we could do something with the water, have this all decorated, and then actually have a reason to properly decorate this area. I'm gonna start laying the foundations. I'll see in a little bit. Does that sound good? You don't really have much of a choice because I'm doing it anyway. I honestly do just apologize for who I am as a human being, because as you can see, just very briefly in the distance behind me, I've not actually started anything, and that's because I have to go to Hero's base to drop off the beacon that he's already paid for. I'm a menace. I completely forgot, but I need to do this now, otherwise I'll forget. I'll see you when we're back at IKEA. Now I wonder if he has a silk touch pick. Because if not, he'll break his beacon. Side effects is maybe loss of light, anger, stress, annoyance, hatred. But MGTKS Limited does not take any responsibility for items that have already been dropped off in your home. Thank you and good day. So I've just come home. I've come in my tunnel like I do every day of the week. And as you can see, there are a couple blocks missing. Now why might that be, you ask? Whoever is doing this clearly watches my videos because they know that I wanted this, and it's perfect. I can just be standing here, and if I hear that noise, it means a drone's coming in my front door. So clearly you're not interested in telling me who you actually are, so what I'm gonna say, leave a note on a sign right in front of my bed here, say how much you want paid for it, and tell me where to leave it. Give me some coordinates. I will bury a chest at those coordinates. It's all yours. So yeah, the idea I have is kinda big, but I'm thinking we can easily put something in this little bit here. I don't really know what yet. We can terraform all around here. We can do something with the water there. There's just a lot of ideas that can be done. I think it'll look really cool. Now, obviously, the cobblestone is just my actual guiding line. I am going to be using stone bricks, mossy, cracked, all that kind of cool stuff. Then, even hopefully, I will do patterns on the top and not just use all iron blocks. I'll have like iron and gold, and I would say diamond, but I'm very poor, so we'll have to think about that at some point. But it's going to take a lot of work. It's not really going to take a lot of work. I don't really know why I said that. I'm hoping it will look good. I think, though, what will happen is once I build it, a lot of the area around it will get terraformed because each side has stairs going up it. I think this is actually a good project to start with because then it forces me to actually make the area around here way better looking. I only see that as an absolute win. Okay, so far it is coming together quite nicely. So it is quite big so far. There is going to need to be a hefty amount of landscaping on the outside. But I think once I actually finesse this and I add the different kind of blocks, and then we're going to have the vines and bushes. I'm going to replace the torches with some glowstone built into the actual build itself. Then I need to find a way to actually have some kind of piston door so we can actually get into it. Because yeah, it is meant to just be the beacon stand. However, at the same time, we might as well have something in the middle. So I'm going to get it closer to completion. So I'll see you when I see you, and hopefully I've made a lot more progress. You might be wondering why we're in creative, and that normally means things have gone wrong. And well, I mean, you're not wrong. Basically, if I ever try to do anything from memory, stop me immediately. I was so confident that the base was 18 by 18. I set it with my whole chest. I laid out the blueprint. It's fully built. I get to the top. It just doesn't work. Now in front of me is what it should look like, and it's huge. It's way too big. It's not way too big. It would be an absolute spectacle. It would be really cool. I thought it was an 18 by 18 base. It is not. This is a 27 by 27 base, which yeah, is way too big for my world. I'm going to adapt what I've already done. I need to, I think, extend it to be a 19 by 19 and do very minor fixes that way, and then I think it'll work. Basically, I think that'll work with a question mark at the end because I don't know if it will, but I'm gonna try. So anyway, I'll see you in a wee bit. I'm gonna go straight to putting in the beacon, putting in the blocks. Then, probably next episode, we can start detailing it and we can start finessing it. Again, now that the base idea is here, we can build on it, we can customize it. We'll see how long this has taken me and how long the rest of it takes me. We might start putting in the ring today. The new upper, similar to their ring, above the base. Now, if that isn't a good video, then I do not know what is. And then suddenly, just like that, we have the base layer of our kind of, I don't really know what to call it, I'll be honest. Beacon shrine sounds like some kind of German pastry, but here we are. I like the way this looks. When it gets detailed, oh my goodness, what are you? I've just left 64 iron blocks on the floor. Are you actually dumb? What is wrong with me? Don't answer that. If that's there, that should be there. Sorry, that wasn't even, and that would have kept me up at night. Anyway, we now have a beacon around here. Honestly, not really sure where it will cover, but it'll go pretty far. But that's now something we can decorate. We now have all around it to actually terraform. I will do something on the inside of it at some point. Basically, I think that was a pretty good stocking filler for the middle of this episode, because we need a beacon up here, don't we? Over here is going to look absolutely exceptional with this rig on top of it. The trident is going to look amazing when I'm done with it. And I moved my cactus over here because I was absolutely sick and tired of walking into it when I was trying to fish. Now, I don't know if the recording will have picked that up. That means we have a visitor down here. And who is it? Hello there. Bow. Bow. Okay, we're gonna now start working on the trident. Hopefully the suspense is worth it. I will see you in just a second. For all the materials that I will need to finish off the trident, I need to make a quick visit to the shopping district. So I'll see you there. It's finally happened. This is not a drill. Look, someone bought kelp. Someone's bought kelp. Someone's bought kelp. There are a couple new shops in the shopping district that I will show off very quickly before we get to actually what we're doing. This is AT's netherite shop. I really like the actual look of it. The town hall is actually coming along nicely. This thing is still terrifying. And right here we have Earth's I can't. There's absolutely no chance that I am look at the feed right now. Look quick, hurry. I mean, it's very nice of them to like show off me, but I mean, I don't know what you're wanting, Kiki. Anyway. This is Earth's Obsession, and I believe it sells all things earthy. It is actually one of the shops that I need to come into. Now, where is it? I need these. No, I don't need the planks. I need the logs. There is currently a fight on who can bring me the wood first, which is just honestly just a big ego boost. If which is basically just a really big ego boost, as if I need one. I need to go back to the igloo because I need quite a bit of wool. But I am now noticing the igloo doesn't seem to be there. It seems to have been replaced by some kind of Chinese architecture. So I'm not really sure where the wool shop's gone. Here she comes. She looks so sad. Oh, that is actually such a shame. Oh, that is so sad. I'm willing to barter. What's happening? Dun, 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 dun. Will someone just give me wood? Anyway, where's the wool shop? Right, it appears to be still being built. I can still get everything I need, I think. So I need 2 of these, 2 of these. What is that? That's kind of terrifying. I need 2 of these. If I was pink wool, where would I be? Over here. The sheep Gary. I need this magenta. And then I think I need blue. I will put my 6 diamonds there. And I think that's all I need. However, maybe Harry's shop has some blue wood. Unfortunately not, and I would leave an order, but I do kind of need it right now. So I may have slightly caused a civil war. Honestly, it's probably my greatest achievement to date on the server. Honestly, I've wasted so much time. I'm just going to sneak away. To be completely frank and completely blunt about it, anyone who ever has met me knows exactly what's coming next. I have very clearly waffled my way out of time for this episode, and it's never intentional. If you have a look back, we were on about 14.5 minutes, which meant if I keep to my 17-minute schedule, we had another 3 minutes to get the trident done. And then I recorded genuinely about 11 minutes worth of content. The 3 minutes you saw is me cutting away 8 extra minutes. I physically cannot stop myself creating content. That is the weirdest flex of all time. But, and there is a very big but, next time, the very first thing you will see will be the completed trident project in all its glory. Then we can move on to building the ring above my base. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to leave a like. They're completely free. I know you've liked the videos. They make me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. So it's a win-win-win. And really, what more could you ask for? If you are new here, you can also subscribe to the channel completely for free. Luckily for you, if you don't like me, you can unsubscribe. However, with the video you've just watched, you know you're gonna like me. Be honest with yourself. You know you loved it. So having said that, and with that being said, I hope you stay out of trouble, you don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll see yous laters.